Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And the shot goes down.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Allen with a screen on Bridges. Pass to Allen. And it's off from three-point range. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. The kick out to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Garland. Outside Hart. And here's Anunoby. They set the screen. Fires from deep. The kick out to Brunson. On target from range. Brunson's got 5 now.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
The 3 from Mitchell. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Now here's Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Hart passes to Brunson. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And the Knicks, another 3.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Strus with the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Anunoby for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
And Brunson, here we go. Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Rejected by Allen.
The long arms of Allen. Having a 7-foot wingspan might make it a little bit easier to find some of these blocks.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brunson passes to Bridges. The rebound by Garland.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
To the wing, right side. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Garland for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
Towns outside. Over Allen. And again, the Knicks missing. And here comes Cleveland. 9 points in a row, a good run going. Mobley, a screen on Anunoby. Mobley against Anunoby. Mobley passes to Strus. 5 on the clock. Mobley, a screen on Hart. Strus finds Mobley. Takes the 3. Towns with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hart passes to Anunoby. They set a pick. The 3 is up. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson. Give him 8 points now. And he lays it up and in. Brunson's got 10.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Towns for 3. Pass to Anunoby. Screen by Bridges. And Anunoby gets the three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Here's Mobley. There's the triple. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Bridges, a screen on Strus. Anunoby for three. Mobley grabs the board. From deep, Mitchell. And Cleveland another three.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Allen. And there's the screen. Mitchell with the ball. He's guarded by Bridges. 5 to shoot. Mitchell on the run. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Wanting the ball there, Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Bridges against Mitchell. Here's Anunoby. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. Rejected by Allen. They retain possession. Three-pointer, Bridges. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Pass to Strus. Lots of room. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Strus has got 8.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Allen. Over Towns. That's good from Allen on the assist by Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Mitchell with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Fast break, New York. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Garland.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And stolen by Bridges. Hart with a screen on Garland. Towns outside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. Never a shortage of star power in the stands at a Knicks game. A boogie with a hoodie here tonight.
It always adds to the atmosphere here in New York. Everybody's looking for the big-time celebrities that are here cheering on their Knicks.
And it's good for 2. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Garland against Anunoby. Fires in the triple. And now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Inside, here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
28-26.
Outside Mitchell. Misses the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Towns, a screen on Strus. And an Obi for three. And again, New York with the triple. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Mobley. And here's Strus. It's stolen by Hart. Outside Brunson. Towns, a screen on Garland. Brunson passes to Towns. With 1 on the clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front, up 3. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Allen with a screen on right. And a deep 3 from Garland. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Knicks leading by 6. Right, the pass to McBride. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And he's going for the lob! Robinson gets the bucket. And now it's an 8-point New York lead. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Mitchell. Cut off the drive. Mitchell.
Now look, Mitchell has that rare combination of lightning and thunder. Like, he will blow by you quick, fast, and he will finish over your big.
And here's Wright from the arc. Right side McBride. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. McBride's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mitchell up top. McBride covers. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wright. No points yet. Outside Achua. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Fades and shoots. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside McBride. The shot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Hunter. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Hunter, a screen on right. Wade, pass to Merrill. Clock at 6. There's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Fires for 3. McBride can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Hunter passes to Thompson. Hunter, a screen on right. Lets the 3 fly. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. New York has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Launches it. Thompson pulls it in. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Merrill passes to Thompson. Now here's Merrill. McBride covers. Thompson with a screen. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Tucker with a screen. And here's Wright from the arc. He buries it from 3. Wright's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wait, that's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
New York leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Wright. Drops in the layup for 2. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Jerome, hounded by Wright. Pass to Wade. And rejected. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Mitchell. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Darius Garland.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Precious Achiuwa. Miles McBride is out there with DeLon Wright. Then there's P.J. Tucker, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mobley with it, picked up by Tucker. For 3, Allen. And it's New York with a rebound. And here's Tucker. Pass to Robinson. Tucker against Strus. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Wright. The 3 is up. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
Mobley against Achiuwa. Allen on the wing. Hey, expanding his range. Here's Mobley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Smart play there by Mobley. A coach's son, man. This guy, he's been around the game his entire life.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group, and so he hits both. New York leading by 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Anunoby. Back to Towns. Fires the 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Allen in the high post. Hard against Garland. To tie it up. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Bridges with it. Strus covering. Bridges passes to Brunson. Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Here's Anunoby. To win the cold spell. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Lets it fly from 18. Mobley finds Strus. The 3. And Mobley good for 3. Mobley's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
And it's Brunson missing. Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Now Garland. Brunson defending. Strus against Towns. Allen with a screen on Towns. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's Hart. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Anunoby against Garland to tie it up. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Brunson. Mitchell against Bridges. Outside Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 3-pointer. New York again can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Mobley deciding where to go with it. 51 seconds left in the fourth.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Here's Mitchell. Hart pulls it in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Towns passes to Brunson. The 3. The rebound by Allen. Outside Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Bridges. The 3 from Mitchell. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
Please welcome.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, they've got Towns. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. Lillard. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Brunson, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Towns looking around from outside the arc. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Towns.
Nice vision that time from Towns. And, you know, he's got that skill set.
Here's Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Lillard. Lopez from long range. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. But Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game. The big fella, Lopez, able to weather the hit and make it happen.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Brook Lopez.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Lillard after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Lopez. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hart, no good. The Bucks trail. Lopez with the ball. Hart covering. The shot's good from Lopez.
Boy, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Towns for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Kuzma with a screen on Brunson.
2 minutes.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And no good that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Bridges against Jackson. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Pass to Lopez from downtown. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 4. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And here is Bridges. He's got 5.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Count that one. 6 points for him.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Now here's Brunson. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Knicks. They're up by 2. We'll get and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
They've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 5. They're the group. New York will start the second. Inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Trent gets the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Drills the three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Green finds Portis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
Anunoby, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Hart with the screen for Bridges. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Brunson. That one doesn't drop.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hart, wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Over in the corner, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the
Bridges with the steal. Here's Hart. Connects from three-point range. Hart's got 8 points.
You know, guys, I don't think the defense has any idea of what to do with Hart if he's knocking down shots like that. That's ridiculous.
Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
There's a screen. Towns in the corner for the 3. sinks the triple. And the Knicks lead by 3.
It's such a luxury to have a big man like Towns who shoots so efficiently from outside.
Pass to Green.
31-28.
Tipped away. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Towns kicks to Anunoby. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
On the court.
Right against Porter. Right, the pass to Robinson. Here's Achua. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And both free throws good for Achua. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
On the wing, Green. Back to Porter. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by McBride. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Launches a 3. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Porter. Outside, Green. Pass to Portis. This one for 3. The Knicks pull it in. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Alden. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Kevin Porter. Green is out there with Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Trent in at the 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Porter, such a terrific athlete, making it look easy as he takes off and jams it down.
A dunk by Achua.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Knicks lead 38-32.
And finished off by Porter.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Tucker. And another 3 for New York. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's McBride, defended by Trent. Outside for Robinson. Porter against Wright. Porter with the steal. Outside, Green. Trent passes to Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis drives in. The Knicks pull it in. Now McBride. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Tucker, and Tucker slams it in.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Pass to Trent. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's 7 points for Gary Trent Jr. Right to pass to Tucker. Off target with his 3. Bucks trail by 5. Prince looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Trent left side. A three-pointer off the mark. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Achua, the pass to Tucker. There's a screen by Achua. Over Porter. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The drive by Green. Trent outside. And he banks in the layup. Trent's got 9 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Tucker a screen. Outside Robinson. To the inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Out to the wing. Back to Tucker. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tucker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
Clearly, Porter Jr. is fired up right now. Not holding anything back on the offensive end, letting it all hang out.
Right for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Knicks leading by... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Brunson barreling into the rim.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. Here's Lillard. Brunson covering. It's tipped. Lillard against Brunson. Giannis a screen on Brunson. Lillard the pass to Giannis. Inside. Onto the Kumbo. Automatic.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Giannis slashing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Here's Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Towns. Brunson surveying the D. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. And And the Knicks lead by 3.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
It's good.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Lillard against Brunson. Jackson setting the pick here for Lillard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Giannis. Back to Hart. Down low. Anunoby, good.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Sinks that one from the post.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Here's Bridges. Shoots over Lillard. Nails the baby hook.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Wright. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And the team got excited about that when Wright felt the contact, but still managed to finish through it.
Lillard from outside. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. Outside, Towns. 1:14 left here in the 4th quarter.
And you've got to love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Jackson. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Lillard attacking. Money!
Really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
First team foul.
Gets the first, and that ties the game up.
At the line, 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Towns finds Anunoby. Towns, a screen on Giannis. Back to Towns. The 3. Trifecta!
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Knicks lead, 65.
Here's Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. Buries the triple. 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight. Pretty interesting adjustment from Garland on that attempt.
And here's Lillard. Let's go with a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Milwaukee. From behind the arc. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Lopez. Jackson outside. Launches a three. The rebound by Garland. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Cleveland again missing. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Lillard's got 9.
Well, you might have thought he was rushing. I think he knew exactly what the time was on the clock. Lillard keeping his composure.
And Mitchell with the slam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it. Mitchell against Jackson. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Allen with a screen on Jackson.
2 minutes
From the arc. Mitchell misses. Milwaukee in the lead. The 3-ball. The rebound by Allen. Mitchell against Lillard. Releases. Jump shot is good that time. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Lopez for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley outside. Allen with a screen on Jackson. Allen outside. Kuzma against Garland. For 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
From deep, Mitchell. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Good D by Mobley.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Strus with the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lopez. Here's the three. The rebound by Garland. Outside Strus. Mobley on a screen. Off target from outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cleveland on top, up 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got Taurean Prince. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Green, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the... Wow! Put that in the dunk contest!
Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. Allen on the wing. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Trent. The Bucks trail. Portis for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Allen a screen. From deep, Mitchell. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Pass to Trent. Takes a 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Mitchell. Out to Garland. Fade away. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
Here's Porter. Green with a screen on Garland. Porter's shot is off. Mobley finds Allen. Now Mitchell. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Trent. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Pretty remarkable, BA. He comes in and gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Cleveland leading by 4. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Allen in the high post. Outside Mitchell. Pulls up on the wing. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Trent from long range. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Back to Garland. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
Porter the pass to Prince. Now here's Portis. Will it go? An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Mitchell against Trent. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Portis.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now here's Trent. He's got 5. Green finds Portis. Here's Trent. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mobley, a screen on Trent. Allen outside. Pass to Strus. Allen a screen. From deep. That shot missing. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in the real game. Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Garland, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Outside Porter. For the tie. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Porter's got 9.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Portis.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Pass to Trent. 3rd quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
He shoots it. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Porter gets the bucket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
Counted from distance.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc. But Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
The Bucks making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Prince. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. So it's the Cavaliers now, after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
For three, Hunter with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Wade. And here is Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, sinks the tray.
Thompson doing a good job looking for his teammates, using his size to see over the defense.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Trent finds Lillard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Tight defense on him. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
There's a screen. Merrill passes to Thompson. Back to Merrill. Here's Jerome. The three ball. It's another three for Cleveland.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Oh, look at Giannis power in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Merrill passes to Wade. To the inside. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Hunter for the tie. Lillard pulls down the board. And here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Lopez is a big guy, which gives him a huge advantage on the interior.
Pass to Wade. Launches a three. Drops in the three. Wade's got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Kevin Porter getting it done for the Bucks. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the three. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Donovan Mitchell with a board. The Cavs trailing. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. The three from Mitchell. Rebound, Milwaukee. It's stolen by Garland. Jackson against Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. Mobley, right side. Back to Mitchell to take the lead. Buries it from three. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Mobley against Antetokounmpo. Out to Garland. Pass to Strus. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Okoro is checked in for Strus. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Mobley, a screen on Jackson. Here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. And that one comes up a bit short. Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Jackson. Lopez, the screen on Mitchell. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Here's Lillard, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Prince is checked in for Kuzma. Cleveland leading by 3. Now here's Garland. Pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Jackson against Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. From deep, Mitchell. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Tate goes in. Now here's Lopez. 3-pointer off the mark. Garland with the ball. Mobley passes to Garland. From deep. Knocks down the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Oh, there's the alley! And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Over Garland. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Jackson outside. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Garland. Now Lopez, beyond the arc, and he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
And here's Mitchell. Driving in. Money.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Jackson, his first team foul.
Launches it. No luck on that one. And so the Cavaliers take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face
Is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Bridges attacking. Stolen by Mitchell. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Garland kicks to Mitchell. It's Allen, top of the key. Strus passes to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Strus finds Allen. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Now here's Towns. No good from outside. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Now, Mobley. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Mitchell wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bridges passes to Hart, and they pick up 2.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brunson kicks to Hart. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Hart's got 5 points so far.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Mitchell against Bridges. Bridges with the steal. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Now, Brunson. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Hart for three. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mitchell outside. Driving the lane. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Allen, a screen on Brunson. The wide open look here for Garland. Hands it from downtown.
How about the range on that shot? We see you, Darius Garland. Stop showing off.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Out to Bridges. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Bridges passes to Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 4-second violation. Cleveland leading by 5. Mitchell outside. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Bridges. Still yet to score. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. New York, no good that time either. Bruce kicks to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. Anunoby in the corner. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. Back to Mitchell. That three off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Anunoby has the open look. It's good. This game is all even. Anunoby's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Kicks it out to Garland. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mobley the pass to Garland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Garland's got 6.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
Pass to Anunoby. There's the drive, and Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Towns finds Hart. From the arc, Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bridges for 3. They get it back. And Towns throws it down.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Bridges against Mitchell. And there's the drive. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Garland. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. 7 points in the game. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Hart with a screen on Strus. Hart with it, now defended by Mitchell. Here's Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Strus finds Mitchell. Now Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Bridges. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Payne. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. Mobley looking it over. The Cavaliers again can't hit. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anunoby. No good on the 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Back to Mobley. And good that time. Mobley's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got DeAndre Hunter. Wade out there with Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Thompson, a screen on right. Jerome buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's right missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Wade for three, and another three for Cleveland.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
To the right side. Here's Tucker. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, it's Hunter. From past the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Hunter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knicks trail by 4. There's a screen by Achua. Right outside. Pass to Robinson. Up to right. To stop the run. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Hunter on the wing. Here's Jerome. Now here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Get ready to bang inside when you're playing Thompson.
Right outside. Over to the wing. Right with a screen on Hunter. Tucker can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Hunter finds Wade. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Tucker. And that one's good. Hunter. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Jerome passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Inside to end the cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. McBride's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Thompson outside. He takes it in to the inside. Back to Wade. Pass to Merrill. Fires for three. Wade misses. Knicks trail by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Jerome, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Achua. They get the rebound. Robinson to the wing on the left. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. There's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. 36 seconds left to play here in the third, and the shot goes in. Wade's got 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Robinson misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
For three, Hunter. Robinson pulls it in. Now McBride. Pass to Robinson. Takes a three. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept it within reach, but they've got to pick up the intensity.
And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Hart is out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Hunter, a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Anunoby with it. Guarded by Hunter. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Hart.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Near the 3-point line, it's Wade. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Knicks trail by 4. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Towns, and he comes up with the deuce. And 11 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl-Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Garland dishes to Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Here's Bridges, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Allen finds Garland. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anunoby with the screen for Towns. To tie it up. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for New York.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Towns for 3. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Towns, a screen on Mobley. Hart, wide open. He fired. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And now a 3-point Knicks lead. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Brunson outside. Fires the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Mobley kicks to Garland. Off the run. Nailed from 3-point land.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Tonci, Brunson. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Kept alive. Anunoby passes to Hart, and here's Towns. New York, no good that time either.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'd say it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to Anunoby. There's the triple. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Mitchell outside. Here's Cruz. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it. And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game. Bridges
For three. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Mitchell outside. From deep three-point territory. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. Yep. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Here's Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Lillard with the ball. The long distance 3 is buried.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Brunson against Jackson. And it's powered home by Towns.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Lopez against Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Kuzma. Jackson for 3. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Towns passes to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5 now.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Jackson with a screen on Brunson. Jackson outside. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And he gets it to go.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know, Hart's so good at jumping into the passing lanes, taking risks at the right time, and coming up with steals.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
For the Knicks, Achua comes in for Hart, and Wright subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Lillard looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo, looking to win the run. And Giannis with the jam.
Head up, scanning the floor, surveying the situation. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Excellent point guard play.
Wright finds Achua. Fires from deep. Lillard pulls down the board. The Bucks trail by 4. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. And he lobs it up. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Deflects the pass. Anunoby on the wing. Defended by Kuzma. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Towns, right side. Over on Antetokounmpo. Achua against Lillard. Achua passes to Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. Don't go. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Achua. Then it's DeLon Wright, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Towns a screen on Green. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Tucker comes in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Bridges. Porter in the post, pounded by Wright, and then Porter with the dunk.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Here's McBride, right outside. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Robinson, and he buries his first look.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Trent with a screen on Wright. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
And here's Wright from the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Now, that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
Wright against Porter. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wright. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Knicks leading by 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Porter's shot is off.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Tucker with a screen on Green. Outside McBride. Achua against Prince. Achua passes to Robinson. Can't connect from short range. Bucks trail by 5. Prince finds Trent. Shot is up. And Prince with the bucket on the assist from Trent. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there. Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, It is something to behold.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Porter against Wright. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Wright with a screen on Green. Here's McBride. Kept alive. Wright, the pass to Tucker. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail. Green for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Tucker against Trent. Inside. Here's Wright. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wright's got 9.
That's just a good example of Wright taking what the defense gives. I mean, why settle for an outside shot when there's room to work inside?
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. And a big finish by Robinson.
That's just unselfish basketball by Tucker, making the extra pass to set up his teammate.
Porter finds Trent. Back to Porter. Gets it off. That'll do it for the first half. Knicks out in front. They're up by 8. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from... They're thinking about the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, you got to like what DeLon Wright has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Tucker. Back to Robinson. Left side Brunson. And stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Nice move. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Shot's good by Hart.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
Brunson against Lillard. And here's Lopez from the arc. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hart with a screen on Jackson. Outside Hart. Six to shoot. Outside Robinson. Pass to Tucker. Screen by Robinson. Tucker, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the floor.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Bridges with it. Jackson in his pocket. It's Wright on the wing. Out to the wing. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Boy, Wright really understands when he needs to look to pass the ball. An outstanding all-around player.
Bucks trail by 8. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Lillard against Wright. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point land. Oh, Dame time!
When that clock is running down, you want Dame to have the rock. He can create offense out of nothing.
Anunoby, a screen on Lillard. Bridges finds Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Right with the ball. Oh, stolen by Lillard. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside Anunoby. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Anunoby's got 5.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Lopez, the screen on Wright. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. Here's Wright. He's got 9. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bridges. For 3. Connects from downtown. And now a 10-point Knick lead.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Over to the left wing. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Towns outside. Pass to Achua. Back to Towns. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Achua. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Wright in at point guard. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Wright against Lillard. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Anunoby, and there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Prince is checked in for Kuzma.
Coming out of the floor for your Bucks, number 12, Torian Prince.
Towns a screen on Lillard. Here's Bridges. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Lillard passes to Prince. Achua against Lillard. Fires the 3. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. Takes a 3. Lillard can't get it to go. New York has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Anunoby for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Prince finds Lillard. Back to Prince. Now Lopez lets it go from deep. The rebound by Bridges. Towns, right side. Off target with the 3. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Back to Lopez. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game. Jackson against Wright.
Milwaukee foul. Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Bridges. Towns a screen on Lillard. Pass to Towns. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Lillard passes to Prince. Antetokounmpo with it. Back to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Achua with a steal. And they're pushing it up. And here's Wright from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Back to Lopez. 3-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Towns. Outside Achua. Clock at 6. Wright against Lillard. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Brunson is checked in for New York.
Knicks substitution. Number 11. Jalen Brunson.
1:41 left in the game. For 3, here's Lillard. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks leading by 11. Brunson passes to Bridges. Drains the triple.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Lillard against Brunson. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Well, with a comeback out of range, you can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And what a huge performance it was for Mikal Bridges.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Lillard. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And again, New York with the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Lillard. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Outside Anunoby. Fires from way outside. Missed it. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaFour. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaFour.
the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And it's sent back by Allen.
The long arms of Allen. Look, I bet having a 7-foot wingspan might make it a little bit easier to find some of these blocks.
Mobley a screen on Lillard. The 3 from Strus. Cracks in the tray. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Giannis a screen on Garland. Lillard from outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Allen passes to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. From deep 3-point land, it's hauled in by Giannis. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard surveying the D. From deep, Giannis hits the 3-point bomb. Giannis has got 6 points.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Here's Mobley. And again, unable to change momentum here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And that one's good by Giannis.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Here's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Garland against Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Kuzma. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Fires away from way outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. The 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
Oh, you can't give Garland any room from that coffin corner.
Here's Lillard. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Money from the wing. Lillard's got 5 now.
A smart idea to set up Lillard, a man who knows how to score.
Mobley a screen on Jackson. And it's Mitchell missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Allen. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 7. And we'll be back in just... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
They've got Porter. Taurean Prince is out there with Green. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Strus kicks to Allen. Strus in the corner, beyond the arc, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Nice feed from Mitchell. This is how you get your teammates going.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
Milwaukee in the lead, and it's Trent in the corner. Right side, Porter. Back to Trent. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Back to Portis. Kicks it out to Prince. Shoots over Mobley. Prince misses.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Count that one from Mobley.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Porter against Garland. The tray. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Allen. Mitchell in the corner. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Prince dishes to Green. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Green with a screen on Garland. Porter passes to Green. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Strus setting the screen for Allen. Pass to Garland. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Trent, a screen on Garland. Fires the 3. Porter, no luck. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. Picked away. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. For Milwaukee, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Bucks leading by 4. Prince outside on the wing. Green. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Green's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. Jerome passes to Hunter. Wade outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
There's Jerome. He can't hit that time. Prince with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Porter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Jerome passes to Thompson. Here's Merrill. The screen from Thompson. Fires from deep. Merrill gets the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So on the floor for Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter out there with Wade. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Green taking his time here, and a wide open look for Porter. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porter's got 8 points.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
And that one's good. Hunter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Here's Prince. The Cavaliers pull it in. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Pass to Jerome. Drives to the hoop. Comes up empty down low.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
The kick out to Porter. Portis, the pass to Green. Outside Porter. It's Trent on the wing. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Hunter dishes away. On the wing, Thompson. With a tie. The offensive rebound. Pass to Merrill. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Wade with no one around. No good. That would have tied it.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
From deep, Prince. And again, the Bucks miss. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Portis. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wade outside. Another miss by Wade. Milwaukee leading by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Jackson, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. Merrill finds Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Merrill. Thompson, a screen on Jackson.
Jackson. First personal foul.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Coming out to the floor for your Bucks, number 34.
Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Free throw good, Kuzma. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. 1:32 left to play in the third. There's Lopez with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Lopez has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Mobley, the pass to Mitchell, uses the glass to finish the layup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Lillard attacking. The layup missed. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Allen a screen on Antetokounmpo. Mitchell wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Mitchell's got 6.
The control and precision of Mitchell's jumpers. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Lillard against Garland. Jackson has the open look, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 8 points for him.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Mobley a screen on Jackson. The wide open shot from Spruce. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Allen outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. Can't hit that one. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Bucks on top. They're up by 6. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Lillard. Jackson, a screen on Garland. Outside Jackson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And stolen by Kuzma.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. On the top of the key. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Jackson gets it to go.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Allen, that's good.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Allen. Mobley inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Mobley a screen on Jackson. Back to Mobley. Launches it. Rebounded by Jackson. Milwaukee leading by 6. Knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell.
Milwaukee foul. Jackson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Milwaukee on D. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lopez. Jackson kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Lopez from long range. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They get it again. Mobley off with the layup. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Lillard outside. On the wing, Giannis. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Cavaliers trail by 8. There's Garland. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Here's Lillard. Mobley with the block.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line. Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Kuzma outside. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. A 3 from Strus. And the rebound goes to Lopez. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.